Welcome back to Lesscashmoremash. My name's Tom.
And I'm Mike.
And today, Mystery Mash Monday. So Mystery Mash Monday, what we usually do is I let my wife loose on our many bottles on the other side of the room that we have not tried yet. And then we have the pleasure of trying to guess the type, the proof, the price we would pay, whether we think it's finished or not. And what else do we usually do? We haven't made a game out of it, though, but we are so bad at it. We'd be like 0-0 right now.
The first time we did it was probably at best.
I think we nailed it a couple times in a row,
and then
we were just horrible after that.
We've been way out to lunch.
But we got some weird ones over there, which is really
Mexicali,
good.
you definitely kicked their ass.
No, that was the beginning of the end, actually. Actually, the last couple we've had really came with different noses that compared to the palate and stuff.
And price point was way off.
Yeah,
way off on price point,
which is a good thing on that last one. That was or the last two actually were really cheap, but they certainly fought way above.
This one's fairly light.
It is,
and not a crazy nose yet.
Right, the nose is bringing me back to like pre-shelf time. Like it's not really cranking.
It's very weak.
It's just kind of giving that standard, vanilla brown sugar maybe flavors. That's it.
Pulling.
Mm-hmm.
Not what I was expecting.
No. Kind of brings what the palate was. It had a little more oomph than what the nose was bringing, but not a lot.
No,
not a lot. There's not a huge complexity of flavors. Let's put it that way.
I guess I don't know why I said that. Not what I was thinking. It's kind of what I was thinking with the nose. It was really not much in the nose.
Yeah, it was just kind of there.
At first sip, I'm not even thinking we're over 86 on this one.
I won't disagree with that.
It could even be 84.
In guessing proof?
Yeah, that's where I'm going. That's where I started because that seemed to be the easiest guess for me.
If we were playing our game, I would probably say 84, so it would bring me up to 88 and down to 80. You know what I mean? Like that would be my guess.
Yeah.
I think it has a little bit.
It has. I'm going to stick to 86. I'm not really getting a crazy nose, though.
No.
I'm going to think we're in the bourbon land, though. I don't think we're in a rye.
Do you?
You think we're in a rye?
No.
You're going to be in a whiskey?
I think. Give me a second. I'm contemplating. I think we're in the Irish.
You think?
Yeah, I think we're.
If this is an Irish, and this is close to like the. We don't.
It's got a different nose.
We don't have a redbreast over there.
It's not a no. It's getting a different nose. The palate almost has that malty flavor that I get off of. Not heavy though. Not like what Busker's was. Actually, this might even be a Busker's, but it's not like the. Actually, that's what it kind of reminds me of. The Busker's that we had.
It could.
You know what I mean? That's what it's kind of. That's kind of reminding me.
Were those proofed?
I don't remember them.
I mean,
you bought them so long ago.
There's only this one was a.
I know they came out with 4, right? And we only had 3.
Yeah, I don't think we have one over there.
That's what it kind of reminding me of. I don't know.
I'm not getting it.
Did
I'm
we
not
have
getting
one
that
left?
little bit.
Remember we were going to buy a 4th one?
There was a gray one that we haven't bought, and I haven't bought it. I don't believe I bought it.
Right, but I don't know if we did all 3.
We did.
I don't think we did all 3. Now that I'm thinking about it, that's my guess. It kind of brings me in that. It's bringing me like a little more flavor than the Jameson. You know what I'm saying? Like you know what I mean? And that's kind of
would lower
what Buskers, not Buskers, by the way. My good friend Jimmy, who's a musician, said no. It's all about something to do with musicians, and I kept saying Buskers because it's but it's a busker, not a Busker. But that's what it's kind of reminding me of because it's bringing me in that land of.
It would go. That would make sense with
like maybe even the first powers that we did. You know what I mean? Where you're not getting like oomph of flavor, but it's more flavor than you get out of the Jameson.
Then I would stick to where you started to 84 because then it's going to bring them 84 to 88 or 80 to 88.
I'm thinking it's that. The more I keep sipping it, that's I'm thinking I'm in that range. And I can honestly say, guessing price, if it was that, what did you pay for them? Like $19.99 or something silly? Remember you got them way on sale?
It was way on sale. Typically
Yeah.
I think they're like $29, but I think I got them for $19.
I wouldn't be sad with this at $29
Typically, that's what they go for.
and lower. I know when you bought them, though, they were like, I remember you got them like on a steal for like $19.99.
It was. I don't know if they just wanted to get rid of them or what, but
So those weren't finished.
no.
I don't remember what was over there. If it was, it would have been like
So there was 4 different ones though. So it was, what was it? It was the malt. It was the different grains. There was a 4 grain.
There was a regular. There was a single grain, and maybe something else that we did, and then the third one that you had bought was a combination of all 3. So we were waiting to get the third one in order to do the last one. So this would have been like a combination of all 3 of them, if I remember correctly, doing the research. We're talking well over a year ago when we had that.
Easy.
We could be totally wrong, but are you in that vibe though? I'm kind of feeling this could be an Irish.
Could be, because usually an Irish nose is nothing unless we've been in the Redwurst land, or what was the last one we did was pretty good too.
And it's kind of bringing that like a Lorna Doone flavor. You know what I mean? And sometimes you get that on some of the Irishes where you're getting like that vanilla Lorna Doone. You know what I mean? Like the
Lorna Doone?
You never had a Lorna Doone? I worked at an old folks' home when I was 14 years old. It's a diabetic cookie. It's like a shortbread cookie, I think they call them.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you never had a Lorna Doone? It kind of brings me in that vibe. They're all the old people that were diabetics, at least
they could just gum them to death.
Because they're like, whoa, it's a cookie, but it's not. It's a diabetic cookie. But anyways, I mean, that's going to be my guess. I'm going to say not finished. I'm going to say if it is that bottle, I know we got them for like $19.99, but I'll go 30 and under. I wouldn't be upset at this pour at all. I think it's Irish. I don't think you can go bourbon. We're not. There's no money on the line. I don't remember. This one, so
if it is, it's not a bad flavored. It's not a Donegal, is what I'm getting at.
No, you're not getting. It's not heavy malted. That's what I mean. It brought me back to like the Powers, where I'm getting a little more punch than what I usually get off the Jameson, flavor wise.
I could go with your end on that. Let's see.
If this wasn't an Irish, this would be a weak whiskey. Like, you know what I mean? This would be like, hopefully it's $20.
It definitely goes with the color.
Hit me in the back of the throat. Don't swallow and talk at the same time.
We both have that problem.
Well, we are wrong. Let me get my information on this one. All right, so we are back, and this guy's been in there a good year and change anyway. So this bottle is the Brough Brothers Bourbon Whiskey. So we get this bottle for $19.99. It's 82 proof whiskey. It's aged a minimum of 6 months. So 3 brothers in the West End neighborhood of Louisville, where they grew up, Victor, Bryson, and Christian Yarborough, owned and operated Brough Brothers Distillery, the first black-owned bourbon distillery in Kentucky. So that's where that name actually came from. So,
I thought it was the Racing Brothers. Apparently, it's wrong.
Well, no. I don't know. That's what Google said. So there's a 50-50 shot. What I just read was right. But honestly, it is only $19.99. You got to give that its thing. But I don't know if I actually said it out loud or if I said it when the camera was off. But I had said if this is a bourbon, it brings us back to pre-shelf time where
it was off. And
yeah, I'm not sure.
You're not lying.
This definitely. I mean, for $19.99, it brings you to some of the $19.99 bourbons. You know what I mean?
So I guess in their defense, though, I mean, there's a lot of the local people, whatever state you're in, that are doing this, and they're like 2 years, and they're charging in excess of $59 to $99, which that is sad.
I know, and this is literally 6 months. So
some of theirs are.
Yeah.
So
I mean, it's. I'm trying to.
It's priced,
in my head.
It's priced accordingly.
Let's put it this way. It brings me the same vibe as that Colonel's Pride that we have. It's maybe a step above that in flavor. That we got a liter for $9.99. You know what I mean? So it's in that general room. I understand ours up here, but everything up in New England is expensive. I know.
I'm sure this is not a huge. Well, I think it said it's distilled in Indiana and bottled in Kentucky or something. Wasn't it something like that?
You read that. So I'm assuming this is MGP juice, but man, this is like, they must have shipped this out immediately. I mean, there's nothing bad about it.
No,
There's just nothing like, it doesn't have, we went Irish because it had such a minimal nose.
started
flavor.
here,
Like
you convinced me with the color and everything.
Okay,
but
so I went Irish on it because of the color, the nose.
jumped along.
Because
I jumped on it.
The
nose now maybe has a vanilla-ish.
It is get that. I said that in the beginning. Vanilla, brown sugar. That's about it. But I
brown
get
sugar's
vanilla.
even touching,
No, but I said I get vanilla when I do Irish. That's what brought me into the land of Irish. It's not a bad. There's no foul taste to it. But it definitely brings me back to the cheaper bourbons that we have done, which they're drinkable.
It is,
crushed many of them.
And if you're doing a mixer or something, it's a different bottle. I mean, the bottle in front is decent. You know, they got a little. There, 3 pictures, and then boxing gloves, which apparently, as brothers do, don't get along it sometimes. And then they got little loving girls.
I mean, it's good, but I mean, me personally, I would go with, especially down here in Kentucky, the JTS Brown, JW Dan, all of them far superior for less money. You know what I mean? When you go down
Yes,
there,
and yes.
You know what I mean? Or
But
even up
maybe
here,
this is a micro.
which I don't care.
I get you.
Even as a craft distillery, you got to compete with where it is. You know what I mean? But down there, I get credit. They have to buy the barrels from Indiana, and I understand that. They didn't gouge. It's $19.99.
No, they didn't. They didn't.
So you could try it, and you're not going to be, like you said, you could put it on Coke. It's not horrible. It's decent. But me personally, I would go like Evan Williams Bottled and Bond for $2 less and be happy.
Be happier
And be happy, and actually get a flavor. So
and get a color.
Well, she tricked us again, because this one, again, I convinced myself that this was an Irish. I got to stop doing that. We got to put something on the line, because I keep just kind of willy-nilly in it because there's nothing on the line. We got to put something dangerous on the line, and then maybe I'll have to concentrate a little bit better. So we're 0 for 3, I think. The last 3 we massacred.
Definitely been bad on the last 3.
We convince each other the opposite stuff. When we work together,
That's why I said
sometimes it's a detriment.
It was, because I was like, I should. When we put the camera up, I was like, I should have just stuck to my guns. But I jumped on your bandwagon. Plus, I kept looking at the color. I'm like, yeah, maybe he's right.
Yeah, that it really. I mean, it's not.
The only thing we were close on was the proof.
I did say 1999, but I was guessing the wrong bottle. But and we were right there on a proof where we said it was right around between. I said 84, but there you go. This is Brough Brothers Whiskey. Again, it's not bad. Leave a comment down below if you've actually tried this. I mean, it's not horrible, especially for someone who likes Irish. I think
they distribute anyway, so it comes at least to Rhode Island. I couldn't remember if that's Rhode Island.
Yeah, I'm not sure because you got this one, and this has been over there well over a year.
We are gonna start marketing them where we get them though, because they sit over there and we're a little lost.
I don't know about all that. We'll try. I'll try to remember that part. That's one more thing I got to try to.
It did take you guys a long time to remember to put the price on the bottom.
Well, it's.
Let's put the price on after we sample for half a day.
Yeah, because I never knew what bottles he was leaving. That's why. Now he just kind of leaves them all. So there is Mystery Mash Monday. If you like reviews like that, leave a comment down below. We do have fun doing them, even though we are terrible at it. But you know what?
We suck.
The one good thing is you get the true test. We have no idea what we're drinking, so we put it right in this price range, though, and that's the key. You know what I mean? So
and we said both ways. We said it's not old, and Irish is going to be close to 80. So go off. We just missed it. That was a wrong
wrong type. But other than that, we kind of nailed on the price range and stuff. So that's the good part about it. So that being said, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Spend less, drink more. Cheers.